first comes to mind when you think of self-abuse? Is it a name or past event? For me, it was a struggle to realize that my acceptance is in Christ alone. Mental neglect of my feelings and of others was a form of self-abuse in my life. These were the thoughts that I had about myself with self-abuse. But thankfully, through Jesus and what he's done for me and placing my trust in him, I'm able to now do this. Self-abuse, physical and mental, is extremely prevalent and detrimental to your view of not only yourself, but of God. I will now validate my thesis by explaining the prevalence and harm from mental, physical, and spiritual self-abuse. Self-abuse is enacted for multiple reasons. Mentally, self-abuse is or looks like depression, negative thought, and suicidal tendencies or thoughts. Pattison defines the symptoms of mental self-abuse as a sense of existing in intolerable situation which you can neither cope or control. So to many people, this kind of self-abuse is an answer. Physically, self-abuse can be defined as a self-attack. Rhodey describes self-abuse as an extreme coping mechanism that seems to help relieve stress. Toronto Star's newspapers did a study where nearly 1 in 5 students at Ivy League schools purposefully injured themselves by cutting. Self-abuse has many anticipated and unanticipated consequences. When we abuse ourselves, we tell God that he is not enough or big enough to handle our problems. Sinuet says the path to healing is a journey. We cannot give you a perfect solution every time. It is a journey of freedom from abuse only found in God. Psalms 139:14 states, I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. Self-abuse is both prevalent and dangerous. People resort to such harsh extremes because they rely on themselves instead of God for their problems, and they cannot take the anxiety and stresses of life, therefore resulting to abuse. The purpose of this speech is so that when we are confronted with mental, physical, or spiritual stress or problems, we realize that we are not made to take our burdens by ourselves, that we must trust God fully with everything that we have. And that's what I learned.